I just can't stand the word effortless. It pops up in everything, whether it's dressing up, cooking a meal, or even taking a bath. Yet every day, we're faced with a mountain of extra work we never really signed up for. And just when you think you've seen it all, you wonder what will come next. In Meghan's latest TV series, every scene drips with hard work and endless preparation. It's enough to leave you feeling completely wiped out. One can almost hear the quiet sighs behind the camera as each detail is painstakingly set up. Picture this: you offer your guests handmade tea bags filled with Himalayan bath salt on their bedside table, a quiet nod to caring for their sleep. And then there's the art of arranging food on a plate, a trick I always thought was reserved for fancy restaurants. Yet here, it seems to be the rule of the day. What will they think of next? But in Meghan's world, the way you dress up your food isn't optional. It's a ritual that must be performed with care every single time. A simple bowl of fruit salad just won't do anymore. Now, it's all about crafting a vibrant, color-coded rainbow of fruit or even scattering fresh flowers atop a frittata. Flowers on your eggs? Really, if that's considered a proper plate, I'd rather sit it out and watch from the sidelines. Still, it wouldn't be fair to dump all this extra hassle on Meghan Sussex, as she kindly asks us to call her. There's more to the story than one person's style. We also have to deal with the sky-high expectations set by Gen Z and millennials. Every time a few friends come over for pasta, the table is expected to burst with exotic candles, lush flower arrangements, and crisp table linens. With so much focus on the perfect setting, where's there even room left for the food itself? The pressure is almost tangible. Even our beds have joined the trend. What once was a simple bedspread now has to be piled high with layers of throws and cushions, so many that you'd need an archaeologist's skills just to dig out the old sheets and pillows hidden underneath. It makes you pause and wonder, when did comfort become so complicated? No wonder so many people feel like there's never enough time. We're all pushed to spend more effort chasing a picture-perfect life. Can you really keep up with it all without losing a bit of yourself along the way? And what about that old advice from the late, great Shirley Conran, who once said life's too short to fuss over stuffing a mushroom? Where did that simple wisdom go, lost amid all this needless busywork? There was a time when I might have grumbled that we needed a good old tussle to set our priorities straight. But judging by the way things are heading, it feels like a real battle might be just around the corner. So many pills, but so little time. It's a bitter truth of this phase of life that my favorite accessory has become Mannix's 30-pound cobalt blue 7-day pill organizer. And this comes from a woman who's no stranger to rocking Louis Vuitton handbags and sporting Prada shoes. Who would have thought? Each morning, instead of reaching for my designer bags or stylish shoes, I find myself drawn to this smooth aluminum box. Its neat little compartments arranged for the week bring a strange burst of joy, if I were to channel a bit of Marie Kondo or even Meghan Sussex herself. Could this be the new kind of delight? Mind you, back when this box made its debut on Instagram, it wasn't even filled with prescription pills. Instead, a gorgeous Kendall Jenner appeared, talking about how it held her vitamins with style and grace. Honestly, I really wouldn't have bought it if I'd noticed any sign of tired comfort shoes adding their own sloppy mess to the mix. It's the box that catches your eye, the only lovely thing about a routine that has become a real headache. Pills themselves, though, are a nightmare. I never used to worry about taking them, but now I'm handed a jumble of prescriptions to fix all the little parts of me that just aren't working as they should. Every time I slot my weekly doses into those tiny compartments, I can't help but ask myself, how can someone so capable get so mixed up by these little pills? Just because of that confusion, I sometimes daydream about a single, all-in-one pill, the kind that is being touted as a magic fix for everyone over 50. Setting up my pills, even with this attractive organizer, ends up eating roughly 30 minutes each week in fiddling and fussing. That adds up to about 1,560 minutes a year, time I'd love to spend on things that bring me real joy. So, if there really is a one-pill solution out there, count me in. Hope? Now that's a luxury I can ill afford. Lately, the cost of designer clothes has shot through the roof, and guess what? Skincare prices are following the same steep path. It feels like every day, The price tags just keep climbing higher and higher. Just the other day, I was eyeing an anti-aging cream from Sisley until I was stunned to see its 425-pound tag. Then there was a serum from that much-talked-about Augustinus Bader, which would dent your bank by 290 pounds. And don't even get me started on Chanel's Night Concentrate, made from Madagascan vanilla, carrying a price of 620 pounds. The shock of it all is almost as overwhelming as the products themselves. Charles Revson once called it hope in a jar when he described how women felt about his Revlon products, and truly, it seems there's no limit to what we'll pay for a bit of hope. What's odd, though, is that unlike buying a flashy coat that you can show off, the benefits of splurging on expensive skincare aren't so easy to spot. Can a pleasantly scented jar of cream really work miracles on those dark circles, or would a cheaper version do just as well? There's hardly any proof to back it up, yet these products keep flying off the shelves. It appears that hope, much like a designer handbag, has just become even more expensive. The Americans are coming, book now! There's no doubt the Americans are on their way. Property experts in London are scrambling to help those escaping Trump's America, and for the rest of us, that means grabbing a last-minute booking is going to be even tougher. Americans plan ahead like no one else. In the blink of an eye, theater tickets are booked months in advance, leaving us mere mortals scrambling at the last minute. Trendy restaurant tables, which are already hard to come by, will vanish even quicker. Since these diners love to eat early, by 9 p.m. the spots are all snapped up, leaving only room for the locals to settle in. Weekend getaways in the countryside are about to become a luxury too. No self-respecting American wants to spend their weekend in town, and European holiday villas? They're going to be reserved well before you can say vacation. For those of us who usually play it by ear, this means it's time to change our ways. For example, getting a table for 4 at the River Cafe in June now seems like an impossible task, even if I might learn to enjoy a dinner at 9:30 p.m. What will it take to stay in the game? Where have my mice scampered off to? For those who follow along, you might recall our recent saga with a mice infestation at home, a time when tiny paws and quick scurries kept us on our toes. Now, oddly enough, they've vanished without a trace. There isn't even the faintest rustle to hint at their presence anywhere. Could it be that these little critters are smarter than we give them credit for? Perhaps after hearing all the chatter about exterminators and deadly traps, they've wisely decided to keep a very low profile. Or maybe, like us, they're just enjoying the warmer weather and have found a new home in the garden. The mystery lingers, and we're left wondering what their next move will be.